The only thing we just rely on is
SRTV. Innovative content, global audience.
Nigeria is bigger than the north. Nigeria is bigger than the south. Nigeria belongs to everybody. We want a leader. He's in here. He's going to come out in you.
the only thing we just rely on is election campaign, and then we bring up leaders. To the point of
it's from my village.
the legislative supposed to
He's a Christian. You understand? They go to churches, they go to mosques.
No. That's one of that's the problem we have. That's the problem we have.
There's money in the country, just that we don't invest. We don't try to make money.
Every human being will want more than less in economic theory.
A very, very good morning to you all. My name is Adi Chris, and this is SRTV London. The program is Weekly Bulletin. And you know, this is the show where we take a look at what has happened within the week. And of course, we're going to take a look at the papers as well. As you know, I have the team, they're already on ground. I've seen them, they are excited, and they feed me with a lot of information. Some of them are not good to hear. I can tell you that straight away. But hey, who am I to say? It's going to be me to present, and you decide. As you know, Mary, the only iron lady in Abuja, is right here with us. Mary, a very good morning to you. Morning, how are you?
Fine, happy weekend.
Same. Happy weekend. Nigeria, you do happy everything. Happy Monday.
Happy New Week. Happy weekend. Happy Sunday.
Happy quarter of the year. Happy New Year. You happy. I said you're happy people. It's good.
Yes, now we're always celebrating. We're celebrating everything.
The country is not celebrating. The country is not celebrating, Mary. A lot of things are happening. You guys can pretend as much as you want. There's no celebration here. I can't see the celebration in this lovely country. This is a great country. I love what the president said. It's a beautiful land. Nigeria is a beautiful land. This morning, I was just going through my Facebook and I saw Idris Elba in Ghana trying to launch a film production initiative to embark on training and also, boost production of films in Africa. That's what we expect people like Idris to do, and he's doing it. And I just wrote, Idris, please make it an African initiative. What I'm trying to say is bring the same thing to Nigeria. But how can you be encouraging people to come to a country like Nigeria right now? Let's start with what happened in Ekoma. In fact, that is one barbaric thing I've never seen before. And let's put it out on the stage.
It's a sad story. Yes, it is. I said it's a sad story. Unfortunately, it has happened.
That's a 215 well done. See trailer waiting for see gun, uncountable gun. Oh, see na carry on the trailer now, and that's about car. Fair. I never carry so tall. And I walk long and I walk bone on one room. On the trailer, I was sitting on the backyard, and I bought car, the parking. Oh, I just finish it now.
Really, let's add this our dear daughter. Today Asaba is alone. Wow. They leave the whole plan for you, Asaba. What happened?
Sanitation. Sanitation today, and there are only people in their houses till 10:30.
So you guys are doing sanitation, so that affects your work. Okay. Well,
it's a general sanitation. It's a state sanitation, so shops are locked and all that. No movement.
That's the difference between state and federal capital.
Are your people aware that the members of the press are allowed to move during sanitation?
Yeah.
So it's not an excuse why they are not here, because I was driving in Nigeria and I drove my car during the sanitation because I have the press ID card.
Yeah, as long as you have your ID card, that's
Yeah,
true.
I don't understand how press that one can be. You go able to shout press, but you didn't press now. Just press up. Anyway, it's good thing you are pressed, Evelyn. You have the whole seat to yourself today. Maybe we
Yeah.
miss your face too much. But let's look at some really critical issues here. The country is not a good state at all. That this barbaric killing and the Arewa youth, which has rightfully come to condemn it, and I agree with him. Now, I know many people want to justify that after all, a lot of people have been killed, but these people could be innocent. And are you sure the Arewa youth, leader of the Arewa youth, has actually come out to condemn that killing? I completely agree. I agree with him. You see, Mary, the law, instead of one innocent man to go into prison innocently, it's better for 2,000 people, criminals, to go free. One innocent person should not suffer. And my question today is, what if these people they kill are innocent? I mean, they are claiming that they see gun with them, they see that. I mean, a lot of emotion is going to come in here. Many people will not like it. But what happened that could happen to you? You might be driving across the north and they were expecting some people. They could see something they didn't expect. And they begin, before you will say it, you go.
Okay, but Daddy Chris, I want to ask this question. Here in Nigeria, as ordinary citizens, do we have license to guns? Are we
The
allowed
answer
to?
is no. The answer is no. But did you actually see do they show the gun with these people?
Although they say that they're hunters in Port Harcourt. It's as easy as that. I think what the vigilante would have done is, this is how these things are being done. You go to hunters group of River State and check if their names are there. There are 16 of them. You go there to confirm if the names of these men. You
Exactly.
understand?
And I know the police, this is why
We don't have thorough investigative system in Nigeria. That's another major area to look at. We have
So that since
thorough
their brothers
investigative
in River State
system.
they are complaining, their brothers in River State are lamenting already, then the brothers should go check for their names in hunters group of River State there. If their names are there, we know, because already these people are saying now that the 4 people have been caught already. You know, vigilantes now, they are area people, so it's easy to get them, to fish them out. They have been able to fish 4 people out of this vigilante that killed these people. You understand? So definitely they will get the rest of them. I know fully well that the reason for maybe vigilante is because of this insecurity. It's not like maybe killing has not been going on in that same road. It's not like they've not been killing their people there. But it's just that sometimes we might want to react to something in a wrong way. I think
yes,
they did it in the wrong time.
this is just an overreaction to an already bad
Yes. For maybe something that has happened before and they're trying to react to it. Because I was saying yesterday when I read the news, because it was the news I saw, not even the video. So I was like, okay, we know that killing has been going on in the east, both Enugu, Rivers, everywhere, Imo State and all of that. They've not been able to fish out these people that have involved in the killing. Because the truth is, sometimes even the people killing in the east, sometimes Igbo people are part of it. For those that they've been able to cut, for those that they've been able to get, sometimes you happen to find out that even Igbos are part of those killing the Igbos in the eastern region. There was a time that they were always beheading people in Anambra State. They were always taking people, part of people's body in Anambra State. And we got to find out that there are still young Igbo guys that were doing it.
Mary, it's going to be an act of God for an Hausa man to leave his village and go to Igbo in this hot time and begin to kill Igbos. He's not a fear.
Yes, it is one of maybe 100 that sometimes they've been able to get them that, okay, with the Hausa people that were doing this. But over the time, we've been able to find out that even Igbo men are still killing their fellow Igbos in the east.
And yes, we're going to blame them.
You probably cannot really tell that maybe the killing that maybe have been happening there, you understand, is just strictly the Arewa people that have been killing there, that have been killing their people. Maybe their people might even still be part of it. Let's see it from that perspective.
Yeah, I agree with you. And what all we're going to say is that the Any extrajudicial killing will be condemned. We understand your anger, people in Ekoma. We understand your frustration. But perhaps when you have things like this, the ideal thing will still be to handle the person to the police. I know the police are disappointment, but without the police, then we are not in a country. I know I'm angry, I'm upset, I will do things. No, without the police, there's no country. That's why we have the Nigerian police, and it must be respected that when things like this happen, the first point of call will be the police. You might not like it, but that's what we have. If next time, vote against the person in power so that they can reform the police. But as far as the Nigerian police is concerned, when issues like this happen, the first place of call should be the police. Oh, we got these people. Even if you beat them enough and you handed them over to the police and you give them all the weapons and you follow up with the police, we'll be understanding it now. But burning them,
Now, the reason why people do this jungle justice is because over the time we've always had this belief that when matters have been taken to the police, they don't do anything. They end up releasing those people, which is a wrong mentality. Because now that they've killed these poor people, now that they've been able to fish out, right? They're now in the police custody. How are you sure that they will go scot-free from their actions?
No, but we don't want them. We don't want an eye for an eye. We make the whole world go blind. These people overreacted to a situation. It should be discouraged. But I don't see them. It's not the image you want to see the rest of the world. I'm ashamed to show it right now. Because I'm in the UK and they're going to ask me that, please, is this what you people are doing to yourself? Burning people alive in the 21st century. You understand? Do you have a police system? It's too barbaric. And as far as I'm concerned, it's barbaric. I know people will not like what I say today, but I know, Asaba, I know you guys will not be happy with it, but nobody will like that image. I'm sure you guys don't like it either. Is that right, Asaba?
It's a shame. It's a shame they are still doing jungle justice at this time.
Yes.
Taking laws into their hands
Like
when
I
we
said,
have the authorities. But
yes.
one problem I have in Nigeria, we don't have a strong investigative system to really carry out thorough investigation before going into judgment or giving justice. That is another problem we have in Nigeria.
My take in the whole thing is that the people are fed up with the system.
Yes.
They don't trust the law enforcement agencies anymore.
That's the bottom line.
For how long now we have heard of herdsmen in our bushes? What have the authorities done? Nothing. Look at the other day, somewhere in Adamawa State. One herdsman attacked a farmer. The farmer was able to overpower the two herdsmen, and in the process got the dagger of one herdsman and struck him down. The guy died. He was taken to court. Who, in the end, even up to the Supreme Court, the farmer was found guilty of murder. I mean, what do you expect? People are tired of the system, and they have decided to take the laws into their hands. As far as they are concerned, anybody traveling in trailers, especially Dangote trailers, it's either they are coming from the north to the south, or they are from the south to the north. They are not trusted at all. It's the system. It's very bad.
And I agree with you. But the problem is the problem is this mistrust. And now I don't want to react to this matter as a matter of north and south, because it could happen to us. A southerner could be driving from one place to the other in the north or even in the east, and there's this misconception that he's an informer some Igbo people were killing their own soldiers. The Igbo people, they catch the Igbo girl, carry very Igbo Nigerian uniform, they killed her. You understand? That because she's working for the Nigerian state. You understand? So I know the system has disappointed us so much, but is this the way to go? The answer is no. It's not the way to go. And I understand the temperature of Nigeria at the moment. That's why any reasonable government, I always come back to the word of President Tinubu, a reasonable government or a responsible government will do something about this. Unfortunately, you have not. The responsible police will not allow, like what Benjamin just said, for people to be doing this to our people in the bush. I was in my village one time when they brought an old woman from the farm, raped, severely raped by herdsmen. Old, if he's even young, it's good. Old, the woman was confused. You understand? So for poor woman that went to the farm, that's the kind of things we're up against. It has to stop. It has to stop. Anyway, we don't have so much time to that. We might come back to this topic because a lot is really burning in the Nigerian state. But let me just, on a lighter note, I know because we have these two beautiful women on the platform. What is happening with Natasha? It so happened. I know we're going to deal on the weekend after some time, but let's handle what the news reaching us. I don't know whether that is true. Natasha said that that he had that one time that the Senate president called her, and they had that ugly conversation. Swear your body for me, and 500 million were transferred. Is that story? Is it that story? Does it really come from the senator?
The thing is that she said what she said, right? But this one I would say is fallacy. Because what I'm saying is the fallacy is with all the things that Natasha has been saying, she has not been bringing any proof. The only one I know that I could stand that she said was when she said Akpabio was trying to make sexual advances against her. I just saw in the news yesterday where the husband, that is the Uduagan, actually filed a lawsuit against another person that said something against him as well. But for this one, I'm not really sure.
Okay, we are not sure whether the senator said this. That's good.
Yes.
All right. Otherwise, it was disturbing because I saw the newspaper everywhere explained it. Because if it is true that he said one time that he had the Senate president say, "We are touched now," so the Senate president actually talked jumbo.
They are trying to change the whole narrative. That's what I say.
This one
that came out and said the Senate president was
with evidence.
Yeah.
It should be backed up with proof.
Yes, and the social media is misleading us. Otherwise, if Senator Natasha really say or she said that 500 million were transferred to her, my question was, Madam, you accepted 500 million from a man.
She has denied that.
She
has denied it.
They are trying to change the whole
She has
narrative.
denied it.
She has denied it. Okay.
She has denied it.
Yes, Akpabio was not out. But saying she did something and accepted 500 million is not true. That these people are trying to change the whole narrative of what
but was there an attempt of 500 million? That's the question.
It's not true. She has denied it.
That's like we are saying what she said. We are not there. But you there to know if Akpabio was holding her or not. We are not there. And this was what she came out to say. Then about this one now, me, I'm not sure of it because it was not what she said. This is what bloggers
No. What I just asked is, as long as she has denied it or she has refused it, then we deal with that.
Did Akpabio not deny her own? Did Akpabio not deny her own? We don't know the real thing that happened.
No, maybe I am not. I'm actually from Senator Natasha. My question was that okay, if that is the case, what really happened? You understand? So we should think along that line. Well, it was disturbing story because if 500 million of our for me, it's about our 500 million being used for one night stand. It's too expensive. Nigerians, baby. You women, Nigerian women are very expensive, though. We have story of Lamborghini for one night. And then 500 million. People like us, we ask questions. The Lamborghini owner not deniable. Now let the
There are capable men now who can freely give all that. There are capable men that is making Nigerian women expensive. They can easily give whatever we request.
Una get power now. Basically, we're in trouble.
We're in serious trouble, no. Those of us who cannot give 500 million, we're in serious trouble.
What can we do? They look at us as if we are trash. You talk to Nigeria
I'm not supporting her, but this thing, the thing is, I will not say it's a defamation because Natasha said it's a clear defamation against her, that it was a fabricated story. But I did not hear this word from Natasha. It is what the media carried. Natasha did not say anything like that. It was what the media carried. And she's coming out to
You see the reason why Ned is saying media have to have registration and office.
How Ned is saying it's for his own selfishness because you not favor him. Forget the story. It's almost affected his marriage with Regina that is coming out to complain. But if the same media has been carrying good things about him, he will not be complaining. So to me, it was just a selfish act. It was trying to portray. Yes,
Anyway,
Natasha said Akpabio
because
did something against
Benny,
her. Akpabio reacted. Then Akpabio on his own, I don't want to say it's Akpabio. They came back on the media to say she accepted a particular amount of money. She came back again to debunk the rumor. If the same Kogi state, some people are planning in Kogi state that they don't want Natasha again as a senator. Don't you know that it's beyond what we think? So who is feeding them with such kind of mindset? The same Kogi state, they thought that she was a senator. Some people are planning to say that they don't want her again as their senator. It looks
no, don't worry. Very, a time will come. People will always say what they want to say, but this is really disturbing. I wanted to touch this other case, the protest in the kind of,
Really, no kill this man.
again, maybe these are not the kind of images I want to share, but I'm disturbed. I don't want to play more than that. What is going on here?
Oh my God! I wanted to add the image of their leader, this Shiite Islamic movement of Nigeria.
Add their image. Add this image.
Okay, are we done with the video?
No, yeah, I don't want to play the video. It's disturbing. There are so many things we have to be careful what we do. Sometimes, as responsible press, I begin to wonder if some of this image is actually good for us. Anyway,
If you don't play, the thing is everywhere. People are already complaining. You understand about what happened in Abuja yesterday. What I'm saying is, what I'm telling is it's for the fact that some people lost their life in this process. So I don't really think it's a right thing. You understand? Because that if you can remember last year, something like this happened, right? About this Shite. Yes, about the Shite movement. It's happened also. So we cannot continue like this now. We cannot.
But what are let's talk slowly. What are their demands? What are the shy people? What are they asking? Because sometimes we don't listen to one another. When we don't listen to one another, that's where we are. If these people want a particular thing, there should be a way of satisfying them.
If I tell you what they're asking,
are you sure they will be satisfied? Look at the job. What happened to the job? Their demand was something that could never to divide the country. So some of these demands cannot be met.
Okay. You see, are they the only one asking for division of the country? Are the Igbo not asking for division? Are the Yoruba not asking for division? Are they the only one asking for division?
How many times have we seen people protest because they're asking for a division of the country in Abuja? It is done within their enclave. But this time, every year in Abuja, there is a serious protest and which turns violent in the end. That is the issue with the Shiites. And you know, in the Muslim world, Shiites and what is the other one? Sunni Muslims, they have their own differences. Even among themselves, they fight among themselves. So it's not just against the authorities and themselves, but among themselves, they have their own differences.
It is for me. It's a little bit disturbing. I understand why. I understand the and I'm happy the temperature is not getting into the studio because these are very disturbing issues. You know, for me, if we listen to one another, there will be solution. Okay, this is how I say it. Nigerians have some. It's a multi-religious country. Let's put it that way. If there is a state that want to practice Sharia law, let them practice Sharia law. If you cannot stay there, move to another part where there is no Sharia law. You cannot. And this is what I always say to people: leave them alone. You can't come to
why don't you practice your Sharia?
To practice Islam in my home. Yeah, go on.
Why don't you practice your Sharia among yourselves? Why involve me who is not a Muslim? If I'm
exactly.
not a Muslim, don't
and the same way you Christian must not involve them. You Christian must not involve them. No,
let me say what caused the whole issue. Okay. That's the image of their leader, in case you want to put it. Known as Zagzaki Ibrahim Shaikh. That is Muslim name, right?
Big guy.
Now, yeah, the one inside the vehicle. You see them gathering him. Now the
That
thing
big
is,
man, oh.
he has
The
been in
man
prison
alone.
several times for what he sees as injustice, especially the system of corruption in this country, right?
Okay.
Zagzaki claimed that only Islam can offer solution to the complex socio-political problems facing Nigeria, which has over the years stagnated the country's development. In a lecture he has delivered in marking the occasion of Sheikh Uthman bin Fodio Week, May 2023, organized by the Academic Forum of Islam Movement, Zakzaki stated that he is continuing the jihad of Uthman bin Fodio to make sure that the Islam becomes the ruling religion, not only in Nigeria, but the entirety of West Africa. How? How
Well,
can Islam be the ruling religion, not only in Nigeria, but in
but
Africa?
I know. Listen. Now, you know, some people they are free to say what they have in their mouth.
They are not just saying that the police, they are coming to disturb the place. How can you call it a peaceful protest, but you go and start destroying people's shop and you call it a peaceful protest? And that was why the soldier had to come in and started shooting. If it was a peaceful protest, you know the way these guys do. They carry all those their things that they're carrying on their hand. They'll be hitting anywhere they see, hitting people's shops. How is there a peaceful protest?
How is that a
How
peaceful
will you come out
protest?
and tell me that your religion can only proffer solution to the problem of a country? So what about the other religion? Coming to tell me that it should be
Violence.
not just to your country but West Africa. How can it work? Every year that the Christians, if you can agree with me, every year this killing is always going on when they're doing this at Islamic movement of Nigeria, and it's always around that Banex.
All right. In my place, they go say Robowado. This is dangerous. I need to stop it. It's like, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. We have plenty of them. We have a little bit of an issue here. You know, we have a country where actually our multi-religion can be a blessing. I want to say this.
But you can't say your religion will only
No,
be
one should not be more superior to the other. But having different religion is actually a blessing. The way I see God, God wants to be worshipped in different ways. God have people worship him in the Islamic way, some worship in the Christianic way. We worship them in our African tradition. It is a beautiful God. And I don't understand why one will be superior to the other or why one will not be allowed to practice. This is what Babangida did in those days. When I come down, when I made a movie on my return, if you come down from the Murtala Mohammed Airport in Lagos, the first two buildings you see is the church and the mosque. All right, and that's why I rested my title of my film on my return. Because if this is our division, it's still our strength, it's our unity. We're all talking about one God. It doesn't make sense. As much as I don't agree with most of the rubbish the Muslims are saying, or the Islam in Nigeria, the way they're practicing in Nigeria, let me say the way they are practicing Islam in Nigeria, so the way they practice Christianity in Nigeria. You see one idiot that went up and said he's talking to God. He's never been arrested. He took his plane up. That was it, bagger. And he was talking to God. He said, yeah, your son is here, speak. When I take time. Now the same God when I watch him. So sometimes we have abused religion. We've abused it to an extent that I don't even know who to follow. There's one boy that sang a song, that's my track, we're going to try and release it. I don't tire to be fall in love. One in that Evelyn, another one I Mary. I don't tire to be fall in love because I don't know who to fall in love with. Whether not the so now I am at the fence looking because I've seen Islam abused. I've seen Christianity abused.
Okay, Daddy Chris, if they are coming out to protest because they want the release of this their leader, you know, sometimes he'll be arrested, he'll be released.
Yes,
was arrested, he'll be released, and sometimes when they want the man to be freed, they will now come out and start protesting. And I'm not siding the Igbos, so how many times have they come out saying Abuja to protest that they should release Nnamdi Kanu?
That is the point. That is the point.
And that is a protest that is long overdue.
Daddy Chris, can you agree with me that these people will protest peacefully? Like, they will not walk in, they will not touch anything.
Yes, I would like. Really,
that Barnes is a
have you ever
business
seen
area.
people protest in Nigeria? Have you
Barnes
ever?
is
As
a
long
business
as
area. It's
Mary,
a business area, a big business area. Not only phone gadgets that they sell. A lot of things are being sold in Barnes. So how
okay.
are we going to believe that these people were only doing a peaceful protest and soldiers started shooting? How?
Anyway, we'll come to that by towards the end of this show because we have a lot to handle today. For those of you that want to protest, you can protest peacefully, but by the time your protest steps out of the boundary, the police will have no choice but to step in. And
that's you.
but the barbaric thing, I hear Nigerian police shooting. If you are not trained, then let us not have policemen. A police must have a civil way of dealing with civil offenses. A protest is a civil offense. You can arrest them, but do you shoot guns? There's the part I don't get. You can protest, you may not agree. Do you think the police come out and they are not intelligent enough to stop it? Now they shoot at people and people are dying. That will not enter my book.
Yeah, it's the risky part of it. The
It's
truth
not
is,
risky, it's barbaric.
I'm not
It's barbaric. What the police is doing is barbaric.
I'm not, and I will never be
What happened in Ekpoma? What is going on here?
Sometimes the police are forced to do it. Is it because
So,
along the line they say the protest is hijacked?
The last time,
Yeah, and it's easy to say that, Benjamin. It's easy to say that if they want to commit abortion.
Some of us have been in protest. Some of us have protested before.
See what happened at the NSAS.
Some of us have protested before. And along the line, people don't even know what you are protesting. They join you, and before you know it, they are entering one shop or the other and molesting people. Or breaking the windscreen of a vehicle. That has turned violent now.
the only place I find this shooting offensive is even if people are protesting, you will not stop. Like I said, it's a business area, so definitely people will be moving in that road. Innocent people, you understand? I have no business with whatever they are doing, must be moving in that road. So the shooting might not even have affected them. It might even be innocent people that are not part of it.
Mary, shooting live bullet.
Yes.
Live bullet. Then it means you are not trained as policemen. That's the language I use. I didn't say they should not arrest the situation, but shooting live bullets.
What could have triggered that? Were the protesters harmed? Were they shooting as well?
Exactly. How many guns were there? How many people have the protesters actually shot at? The bullet now, but the bullet that kill people, is it from the one from the protesters? Let's just be sincere here. Maybe you say to me, let's be sincere. Is it the bullet of the protester that kill people or that of the policemen?
No, military now. It's not those people. They are not with guns now. It's a Nigerian military that shot.
That shot with gun. Good.
Yes.
So let us. So it's good. And another thing I don't know.
It's not impossible too that they have guns.
The business of the military in law enforcement. What the military got to do? Put military fight barracks. They should go to war. They should go to fight war.
That is because they know that the shites are armed. They know that the shites are armed, and they have to face on Benjamin.
Even last day, I was on this show with Daddy Chris. We still talked about this thing. Even when I think some military men were even I think shot or stabbed in the protest. They do this thing in fact, ever since I've been working in SRTV, every year this type movement has been taking
on this occasion. Were they armed? Did they shoot at anybody?
There have never been a time that they shoot at anybody. But the essence of the protest is what they are not okay with.
Yes, and we should be okay with protest. You see, when a protest is a way of expressing dissatisfaction over anything. It's nothing wrong. Like Benjamin Riley said, sometimes it becomes hijacked, and the essence become if you hijack it and people are now law and order are now no more in place, police will step in. Doing that, they don't need a live bullet. And if Nigerian police are not trained today, then they should be trained and retrained and retrained. Because you're going to face protests, any government, even in the United Kingdom, in the United States, there is protest. How you handle it is what matters. Killing people will only aggravate issues. You don't shoot at protesters. Don't shoot like bullets at protesters. Where is that done?
Okay, that is, let me state this out. This was the military, right? The leadership must explain why this happened. 2 weeks ago, the Foreign Affairs Minister supported Palestinian freedom at Muslim Congress in Saudi Arabia. Every human being should stand for Palestinian rights. Yet, here, people are attacked for doing the same. You understand? Another person answered, the violence disrupted commercial activity at Barnes Plaza. Social media initially reported 1 death before the Islamic Movement of Nigeria confirmed 5. Another eyewitness, Telula Michael, an engineer who works at Barnes, provided a different perspective. I saw protesters throwing stones at civilian vehicles. How is that peaceful? He queried.
You see what I was talking about?
Throwing stones. Throwing
So many
stones.
people that they don't really understand what protesting is.
Mary, you could have
Those can kill people.
Mary, but does that justify shooting gun? I understand. Benjamin, you said something right here on this platform now. That when you were protesting, some people took advantage of it and they were looting. You weren't supporting that.
Yes.
And if you were shot at because some people were looting, that would have been a bad thing. Don't you think?
Their leader said that the government directive was behind the crackdown.
Anyway, we will come to that. But the child should know now that Buhari is no more in power. That when people like two people in cities like this, if you say shoot at them, they should learn.
The Nigeria security forces have detained several others, the ones that they could get. The shooting was for the people to run away, but you know now.
And but they killed some.
Yes,
our life doesn't matter now. We are
Flying bullets.
Anyway, let's come to the main topic of today. Apparently, Wike has not rested, though.
No rest for the wicked.
So no peace for the
No peace for the wicked.
Yeah, you know, when I saw this video, the first thing that came to my mind was, You know, I was watching the documentary on Malcolm X. Do you know who made a statement against Malcolm X? It was his own brother, who was in the documentary, saying that if he has seen that thing, he would have read it. And what we are seeing in Nigeria may not be so far-fetched. Let us listen to this minister, the head of service of Rivers State. He has openly alleged that Fubara was behind so many atrocities. I don't know why he did resign. He said he didn't resign then, but let Nigeria listen to the speech. I know the movie.
This is a press briefing by my humble self, Dr. George Chimezie.
No, let's have you again, Mr. George. Let's see.
MNI, immediate past head of service of Rivers State. My dear people of Rivers State, it is with humility and every sense of responsibility and a sense of patriotism that I stand to address you today as your former head of service and someone who served from my heart. You will recall that I was appointed as head of service by our suspended governor, Governor Siminalayi Fubara, Grand Service of Rivers State. Let me also use this opportunity to appreciate him for giving me the opportunity to serve as head of service. With loads of misinformation on print and electronic media, I've chosen to put the records straight. I was not sacked. Neither was I pressured to resign. I did so willingly from the depth of my heart. However, as an insider and a key player in the administration, and by my position, who worked closely with the suspended governor, it would be unfair for me to keep mute or for me not to address some key factors that have affected or that will affect our state if we continue on this trajectory. And I pause to say that good men must talk so that things will be put right. I want to use this medium to thank Mr. President for a swift intervention in Rivers State crisis, especially on the declaration of the state of emergency that was declared and assented to our National Assembly. You will recall that when the governor was suspended as head of service, I was the next in command, so I'm not speaking as an outsider or as a novice. I'm speaking as an insider and as someone that has much information. If not for the intervention of Mr. President, Nigeria would have faced the worst economic sabotage and Rivers State would have been in flames, and by extension, other neighboring states, because of the level of insider destruction that I saw. First, it all started with the State House of Assembly, where the governor, Sir Siminalayi Fubara, directed his chief of staff to burn down the assembly in a way to avert the suspected impeachment. That evening, Edison was in Government House with many of his boys, including the former chairman of Obiakpo, one Mr. Chijioke Ihunwo. I was there with them when a bag of money was handed over to Edison for that operation, though I did not actually know what it was meant for or the amount inside. I want to tell Rivers people today, the House Assembly was complex. In Moscow Road was clearly brought down by the group of Edison and some of his cohorts. Under the instruction of the sitting governor then, I challenged them to an open confrontation, and this will make us to throw more light on this. A day after that incident, I almost resigned.
You know, one thing that concerns me here is that why is the man reading?
Nigerians, we need to know better.
I'm very scared.
Let's just finish it.
Because I know the power of a sitting governor. And he knew that I'm aware of the whole plan and that I am discomforted.
He's not even combatant to the world.
Unconscionable acts and deliberate posture of innocence and mien of a sheep.
Is it reading?
Another attempt was also made to destroy the residential quarters of the House Assembly members, if not for the press conference that was made there by Rivers youths, Rivers elders, and National Assembly members. That would have been another barbaric demolition in Rivers State.
Open the book.
I came to realize that they actually wanted to demolish that second building because after some weeks, he, the governor, personally told me, a company of others, that he knew that if he knew early, he would have gone to cool down their hall before visiting the residential quarters of the assembly, and that he didn't actually know what they had, that they had such a beautiful hall where they are using now for sitting. I was so shocked, rudely shocked. And I asked myself, how could a man that wants to lead his people be destroying his state's assets and wasting public funds in a needless ego fight? Thirdly, I want to advise some key stakeholders who have condemned the state of emergency made by the President and confirmed by the National Assembly to retract their statements. They are speaking from points of ignorance. I also understand that they are only seeing the surface. Yes. If they had knowledge, they will even be commending Mr. President even openly. If the President did not take proactive steps.
You know the funniest thing there? I don't know. You know who I'm going to fire? I'm going to fire the team.
I wonder the kind of
the people advising President Tinubu, they are my problem. Not Tinubu. Tinubu is even innocent. Tinubu has never done anything in this Igbo and passed away. During the election, he brought some people. He said they are bishops. You know the kind of bishop, the Anglican people that went there. You know these are free people. Yes. They fail. This one is too obvious. And unfortunately for them, the wife of this man is brave. Let's listen to the wife. You know,
No, my husband is in trouble. Look at the message I sent to him. See the message I sent to him.
No, that is the end of it.
That he doesn't know anything about this 15 billion they're talking about. They said Abuja gave them every information they need. That my husband is trying to cover Sim Fubara. He said he's trying to cover the governor. That they have heard that it's his friend. They have heard that it's his friend though. That he's just trying to cover up. My husband says he's not trying to cover up anything. That he doesn't think that there's anything like that. There's anything like 15 billion naira. That he's not aware. That he's not aware. That he's just the head of service. He doesn't know anything about finance of the state. So when they pressured him to sign that up, he said he will not sign. And instead of him to sign, he will resign. He just resigned and come in the office. I was in the office when he called me that he has resigned. I said, what happened? He said, till I come back. When I came back, I asked him. He started telling me that they brought document, but that the document is that they found another $15 billion naira. 15 billion naira that the governor did not declare. And he told that he doesn't know anything about that one. That what he handed over to them is what the governor handed over to him. And when they pressurized him, he said no, instead of all this wahala, let him leave them. He now wrote his resignation that he's not working again. He cannot come and sign what he does not know. He cannot come and sign what is not true. Where is the 15 billion naira coming from that he would not sign? Instead of signing, let him go. That was how he resigned. So this morning, he told me that his friend, one of his friends from Abua, I think he said his name is Ogiri. He said it's Ogiri from Abua. That he has sent him ticket to court and let them discuss. I said, okay, but I have Monday, Sunday. And today is our dinner. Today being Friday. It's our dinner party. I told him to stay at night in Monday. Let us finish this program. He said he would just go and come back. Let him just go and know where he's calling him. That was how he left. When he got to airport, when he got to Abuja, he called that they have landed. I said, thank God. He said he will keep me posted. That was all. The next thing I saw this morning, I had this night, people were calling me. They said they got an interview. I said, what interview? Interview for what? What was it I saw? Things flying on the internet. Then he got an interview. That's what happened. I said, that is not my husband. That is not my husband. So I sent him a message. I said, are you on that duress? I sent him a message. I said, have they kidnapped you? Talk to me now. Why not talking to me? Where's the message I sent to him? Send the message I sent to him. I sent to him message. I sent to him message when I saw this online. Oh, Jesus, help me. Nigeria, help me. My husband is in trouble. 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 Look at the message I sent to him. See the message I sent to him. I said, Daddy, why? I said, where are you in hostage? I said, why didn't you talk to me? These are the messages I sent to him. Oh, he did not reply me. His numbers are not going through. His numbers are not going through. Nigeria help me. Nigeria help me.
Okpetu,
This is real drama.
for them. In fact, it's more than drama. In a country where people are struggling, is this our problem?
Yes. Yes.
Is this what Tinubu want for us? Because Tinubu cannot, he is the one that came out and said a responsible president, a responsible government. Is this what responsible government do? I've been using the words of the president. This woman is brave.
Do you know that he was meeting on the emergency, on the state of emergency? He was
is
trying
this woman
to
safe?
that is it.
Now, you can see the script. How the script was handed over. This is the husband. So the man didn't know what to say. If I went through something, I would come out and talk. Do I need to write it?
Yes.
Look at the script. He's preparing the script. Granted, look at, you can tell that this is a hotel. They must have brought this man to this place, put him down and say, if you don't do this, you are in trouble.
Yeah. They are not where you always discuss things with your wife.
I know sometimes you guys think this is a joke. In those days, if Abacha pursue you, this wall you will break and open. If Nigerian government pursue you, you go break the wall open, you go open. And that's what you see here. It's a shame. But
It's a big shame.
It is. And I don't know how long How long any responsible government think they can get away with things like this? And I feel so sorry sometimes for us as a people, because we cannot get away with all these things all the time. Now other people going to react. If the essence of this, I'm happy that the former River State governor wrote to me.
Minister, one, the president wants a power grab. They want to frighten governors who may likely not support them for 2027. And so the rumor is everywhere. If you're not careful, the president will remove you. If you're not careful, the president will remove you. So this is all about sharing money and 2027 politics.
But the president cited political instability and a crisis in the state as the reason for this move. I know already you feel like that's not true, but do you believe this justifies the declaration of a state of emergency?
No. What is stability? Tell me what is stability in Rivers State. Is it between the governor and the former governor or the FCT minister? Or is
That's exactly what we need. That's exactly what we need to know from you. You know what is happening in the background. We can only see.
Yeah, that absolutely. If the president says it's insecurity,
and who do you suspect has a hand in all this?
The pipe. What about the other parts of the country where there is insecurity? Is the president saying that he too they should impose emergency rule on him? They can't, because he's a democratically elected president. Nobody can impose. Nobody can impose emergency rule on him because of the fact that there is serious insecurity in the northeast and the northwest, even in the southeast, even in the south. So now the fact that those pipes, if they were blown, I don't know what happened in Rivers State. The fact that it happened, the governor has no responsibility, has no security responsibility. Security responsibility rests squarely on the president.
Thank you. Thank you, Rotimi.
So why punish a man who did not commit an offense? That's the question to ask. Why punish a man who did not commit an offense? So anyway, that's the answer to the question you raised. What about the other parts of the country where there is insecurity? Is the president saying that he too?
Anyway, we're just watching the drama unfold. It's a beautiful land. You told us that this is a beautiful land. You guys are messing it up with politics and dirty one like that, and barbaric one. Look at the shooting, the killing. Look at the things that we have been unfolding this morning. Look at what we see in our land this morning. It's not something to be. It's something to be frowned about. You understand? We should be ashamed of this. This is wrong. Now, a poor girl came out crying out. Have you not seen the drama in now we're going to go to Delta, because we will not end this matter until we get to Delta. Because Delta must do now, Jenna. All this drama that is going on now, First Lady came to you guys. I hear say First Lady come on our land. Nurses come protest, say, come say, now our mama, the people say, not be their mama, now your mama. Not go to the children talk. We saw the open letter. I know you guys must have talked about this. I was here. We saw the open letter. Now the querying the poor girl, or the poor nurse, or somebody must be a scapegoat. You see, Tinubu, is it the democracy you fought for? You know, I don't understand Tinubu at all. He's the most. I think Tinubu is the one that is even confusing me. If somebody else, I won't be so disappointed. Tinubu was fighting Abacha in the name of Nadeko. He was in London he was on the run. Because if Abacha pursue you, not this way they talk so. Tinubu know that. Somebody Abacha get her, he forgive her poison. Now this is what you need to people to do. For God sparing your life. Because it's only God that spared your life if Abacha is after you. And this is what you turn the country into. Is this not too shameful? And all of you defending the president for doing this. And where is Wike self? Wike is such a big disappointment. Now, everything you are doing now is backfiring. Poor wife, I was actually liking the wife. Because the poor woman was just, you know, everybody cannot buy. I was liking what she was doing. I was happy that they raised an awareness on HIV, which is something that should be done by first ladies. You understand? And she was doing her own bit. Because of your action, Mr. President, your wife was not well received. And it is little things like this. Little things like this. You just pass a state of emergency on a sitting government, an elected government. The people will not be happy. Now, as we are trying to manage that, you are suspending and suspending and suspending. You are the man that is a Democrat. Tinubu is a Democrat. And you say we are in a democratic society. What kind of democracy did you guys practice in Nigeria? If somebody says something, you have go after it. Look at the poor man now. For the man, if the man is not fooling himself, the man is a coward too. I'm coming to him. He's a coward, this head of service. A big coward. I understand. But you know what? If you could resign because you said, because this is the wife, the wife will not be lying against you.
He just made a new video now because of what his wife did. He just made a new video now. It's just there now. That he was not held hostage. And in fact, he's in Transcorp in Abuja. That was where they launched him. He's okay, he's fine. He said his wife is talking out of script, that she's reading a script. And he was the one reading a script.
And he's not doing who is reading the script here?
There's a video where they were setting him up. There's somebody said, read what I gave to you. That script was holding. A voice came out and said, read what I gave to you during his setup in that hotel there. He was not reading a script, and you said your wife is talking out of script that she was reading. Came out again to debunk what the wife said. That was what he said.
My question is, my question is,
your wife is 2 years wicked old. Shut up, my daughter. Leave them alone. Let them deal with me. I don't know who is reading the script here in Nigeria. Is it the woman or this man?
We are not practicing democracy in this country. We are not. I don't know we say democracy. Once you just say anything, they'll come and pick you up.
Like Chris, you are the one saying we should speak out. They should have a sacrificial lamb.
My question is, what do they want to do again? They have suspended the man, they have suspended the deputy, they have appointed. What do they want to do next? They want to take him to court now for what? For treason?
But they know now. Fellas say people they talk, radio they talk, government on the check. Then suddenly, that's what they do. Because people are talking.
But, I mean,
yes, they know people need answers.
Yes, Ellie. What has the man done? What did this fella do? This government in Bado?
Yes.
What is Ibari do?
Yes,
this government in Bado?
It's playing out again now. It's playing out again. Yes.
Exactly. So then they come up.
But anybody who listens to that script will know that it is not true. The secretary the head of service is very far flung from political activities in any state. He said he was in a meeting where the Fubara was holding this very, very far from the truth. When in the civil service and you are far flung from politics. So I don't want to believe that at all. That one alone is enough for anybody to say this is a script that has been prepared for you to read.
Any reasonable statement without saying, and let's be thankful to the president for the decision he took, state of emergency, because the public has been complaining bitterly about it. They're trying to change the mindset of the public to support it.
Yes.
But now, how is the president hoping to win the next election if he's fighting the little South?
Did you hear what Rotimi the ex-governor of that state?
The president might not even win the East. He might not even win the East. He's not going to win the East. He's not going to even win the Yoruba land. How is he going to win the next election? Whether he buy him or not, the president will be jubilated. Sometimes I was thinking Tinubu was going to win. But with this attitude now, it be like when God, have you seen the python? Python not they eat food that is alive. So if a python will swallow the thing first, and he will allow the thing to die. If anytime he breathes, he will press it. Anywhere the president want to speak, they press it down first. You just
it's already conquering everywhere now, so how can they lose then?
They cannot. They are conquering nothing.
You think so, eh? You think so?
Nigerians are not stupid. Don't think Nigeria is stupid. The
president
only run for his money. He's lost in Lagos State.
At the age of 8.
For him to lost Lagos, that's to tell him that he has to be careful. You lost Lagos. Is this stupid man man, wicked that betrayed people in Rivers for him. Because he ran the election for him in Rivers State. And that is the script of
Yes,
playing.
now. Yes,
That's
now.
the script playing up in Nigeria. You have to compensate him. Look at Akpabio. Akpabio was the first to say I surrender for him. These are the idiots. I'm sorry. No single actor,
They will pay for it.
No personality.
They will pay for it.
Now, FCT, Wike, look at the drama. If you watch what happened at the Eagle Square, it was Akpabio that said, "Oh, I don't want to run. I will surrender. I give power. I will surrender." In the APC primary. Now, if not, all the young boys were ready to fight the president. It was him that defeated everybody. When the team started to fall, everybody began to fall. For that, Tinubu compensated.
In the head of service, Rivers State, George Weke, you want to speak your truth. You cannot speak your truth in Rivers State. You have to take flight down to Abuja to speak your truth.
Thank you, my daughter. Yes.
So who said in Rivers State you cannot speak your truth? Why? The thing is, you want to be strategic and plan something in a way that people will not suspect it. How can you want to speak your truth?
The man will never do this in Rivers. The man will never do this in Rivers State. He will never have done it.
Who says it's in Abuja that you speak your truth? Who says so?
Benjamin, you ask a question. Man, what do you want again? You push the man out of the place. The man is not in government. He's not fighting. No.
Yes.
He has accepted.
He knows too much. He knows too much. So they can't just let him step down like that.
That was it. The man stepped down. They know he was
very unfortunate.
Yes.
He was going to talk.
In the midst of very pressing problems, these are the issues that are cropping up in Nigeria. A few days ago, or was it yesterday, we were talking about procured judgment that was used in demolishing structures in Lagos. How can we procure false judgment? The case is still on, but some people have gotten judgment already to do whatever they want to do. Look at what has happened in all over the place. When there are serious issues to address, these are the issues that are taking public space. It's unfortunate, very unfortunate.
You know, during the Ibori government, before we they wait for results, let us do our election. We're still waiting that we were thinking that the result of Delta State was the last to come out. It was the first to be announced. This is what I said, Ibori would have get power. Now, the result the first to be announced, and it was the one with
Edo State governor. What did Edo State governor promise? Monday Okebolo. What did they call that Edo State governor? Monday Okebolo. He's going to deliver.
Yes.
He's going to deliver Edo State. You understand? For APC come 2027 election. Look at what the governor is saying. How can a governor be making such kind of thing? You are going to deliver Edo State for APC. You are going to deliver Edo State for Tinubu, for Mr. President 2027.
Exactly.
How?
Is that what
they say? They should vote for somebody that merits it. It's there online now. It's not a fabricated story.
No, but what do you expect? Somebody when they go meet them, they come better.
So why are you delivering your state for a particular party, or you are delivering your state? Or your state should make choice of who they think is worth it.
He was the least qualified. He was the least qualified.
Don't blame him.
To run the state. We know that one.
Don't blame him. Don't blame him. You know, it's in the tribunal, and he will say anything positive about the Tinubu government, so that Tinubu can step in to help him. That is what he's doing now. Yeah.
No, but
you not hear that APC won 2027 presidential election. Edo State, you understand? APC won in Edo State. We'll not be clapping.
One question first. One question about the Edo. Where is Governor Baseki? He's on the run. Baseki is in Nigeria.
No, how can
he? Baseki is in Nigeria for their prison. I swear. If Baseki is in Nigeria for their prison. Those people they were prepared for him. They were prepared for Obaseki. Obaseki in a style, he not hand over. You see Obaseki for handing over. He was not there. The guy take off. He don't seek asylum. Maduro Ibina, when they call them Maduro, if you know those of us when government they pursue you, will call Europe, you say that government they pursue you come. That one will call Obaseki don't seek Maduro for somewhere. He must be a political refugee in Switzerland or somewhere. Or maybe they London. Yes. I say I see you. Oh guy, make you reach out. My number there. Hey! Obaseki.
Nigeria.
In those days, now one of my guys So everybody dey this platform. So everybody say even if Abacha dey pursue me, I no go pass that road. You know what it mean? That is, I'm not ready to take the highest Abacha pursue you go nowhere you will not pass. Somebody say no go pass that road, now be say the place no go. It's too risky.
So what how can we start from now?
So if Tinubu pursue you now, Tinubu is another Abacha.
How can we start from now, Daddy Chris? We're fighting for 2027 election, and we're disrupting some activities of a particular state because we want to get them to
the economy is crippled.
How can we, because of
Tinubu came to power?
Look at the whole thing that's happening.
But Tinubu was going to win this election. Some of his economic policy are okay. Why is he desperate? Now only the political group, now the only food when they want to, because these people they don't know anything other. And when we see the papers, as we in the midst of all this, now today be 73rd birthday. We need to go read them. Again, you know what is going to happen for the papers? Topolo go don come out. Topolo go don come out. He go don buy all the papers.
Have you heard Topolo's point?
So congratulate him.
Both the bombing of the pipeline and the person that they are paying how much to be checking all those things. Have you heard Topolo's voice? This other thing has been happening. Bayelsa State governor that came out to speak his own mind there. The Bayelsa State governor.
Yes, that's another dimension. No, another dimension to it. It has shifted. It is shifting from Port Harcourt to Bayelsa now. All because of Wike again.
He said whether schools or any public facility should not be touched. In fact, that the security aid should be active. That he does not want to see anybody that will take the insecurity of their state to his state. That was what the Bayelsa State governor is saying.
And it's right now. If you know, would you do that? Now that you see the war, because there's fire on the mountain. And there's fire on the mountain in this country. What do we do? We need to see the papers today. I say it's not one of those days that we will not read papers, because you see the Bayelsa and Delta, if not like, yes. If Oboriwo go Congo, they go trust Tinubu. Now you know.
Yes. You know all over the place that they want to join APC.
Thank God say them all them aggregate they knock for your door. Right? Aggregate they knock. Ogbaru don't cross. The fact if Tinubu not say anybody go bring that our lawyer. Keyamo never you never win election for a village, but he go win Delta State. I promise you. Keyamo will not win election in his village, but he will win Delta State election. Now me talk Keyamo.
Yes.
You don't go win election.
You don't impeach a state governor. Okay, now that you just suspended a state governor, he has not even rested. You have brought another story against him.
Another story.
You need to put him in prison or what? Because you gave 6 months. You know that before that 6 months, you need to look for another thing that we use against him. Because I know that they don't want to bring him back.
No, of course, when they see trouble, it's elected by the people. Let us wait how the drama will unfold now. Wike, stay at Abuja, stay with Mary, Mariam. Because if you leave Wike, come back, we will do something.
I'm not in Abuja. I don't know what you're saying. I just put that name Abuja. I am not in SRTV Abuja. I'm in Kanu.
You're not in Abuja.
Okay. You choose live from Kanu. But
maybe it's speaking us from Kanu. So everybody go to say Abuja.
Very, are you scared? You have to stand strong. You are Nigerian.
You are
fight for your country.
In fact, everything I'm saying here is allegedly.
Allegedly, it's allegedly. I mean, when we take a look at some of the papers, Mary, like I said, today is the 73rd birthday of President Tinubu. It's something to celebrate. So you know what?
Allegedly 73.
Allegedly. But you know what is shameful? What the question I ask is, what this man, what do they call this our brother? For 4 billion naira contract, now you won't kill yourself. He will always buy all the papers, so he will buy all.
Do you think you have seen that kind of money before?
No, the guy is not poor. He has been looting, he has been bumping na his second name.
Tompolo is in the paper now. Can't you see him down?
Tompolo was never a poor man. No, Tompolo don't they do bumping make money since. Now why they give her the contract?
Yes. Yes, now.
But let's be sincere. Even if you give me 4 billion, then I want to make more. Money is never enough for people.
That is why you know the character of a human being. money and power. That is when you know the character, the true character of a man.
Money now. Tomorrow, how many women you go fit carry? What are you going to do with the money? And I know say God will not punish am with one illness. That's how God work. Go and ask anybody. God will give you your own trouble to deal with. I know God.
Yes, now.
God will give you your own trouble to deal with. You cannot have everything free. Nobody get it all. He will give you your own. Tom Polo, look at the show of shame. Every time Tinubu, I don't even care about Tinubu now. Tinubu now ain't. But what did Tom Polo see? What is special in every time that and you know Punch, you know what I read in Punch? If you look, the most widely read newspaper. We'll talk to Punch. So most widely read newspaper, and you gave a page, the front cover to Tom Polo.
No, the most widely now in this regime is Daily Trust. Daily Trust is now bringing out all the things that they were not bringing out before. It's not Punch. Punch, you know, it's not the most widely.
In the midst of all this, what are we dealing with? Will they fight Muslim shy that they be the problem? Or now the people, now the poor people. You see, this is the drama playing in the country. But what we see is these innocent people killing each other now. Don't forget, that's how this drama started. You understand? The Hausa man that is suffering and the poor Uromi people, they are victims. Everybody are victims of this situation. If the government is well run, we have a police.
If Nigeria had been a one tribe speaking country and one religion, do you think we would have still been peaceful? That's the question.
Yes, we will see. People will think from our house will they fight. They will always be fighting. You understand? If the same parents, that time when they say, because my past born plenty of us, that will they fight. People when they born the same mother, they fight. People will always look for something to fight. The same mother, they don't agree. So, Mary, there's always that thing that will happen at home. You understand? So let us see what I was even saying to Nigerians. Can we understand that this problem we are going through? Well, anytime you see the Hausa man, you take the Hausa man, the poor Hausa man, he's a victim like you. I ask a question. You go carry you which rightful person go carry gun, they enter bush. If you are going to school, you have time to carry ammunition into the forest and raping people. Would that be something you want to become? Let's find out the cause of our problem. When systems are failing, people struggle to survive. They will do all kinds of things. And that is why all these religious groups are winning. Today now, I was having a show with my own intelligent team here. They tell me, say, I God, they believe. Government don't mean anything. Instead of paying tax to government, they will better pay to the pastor, not the God. That is how much when the system fails you, you go low. If not, we all know that God is not going to come down to solve our problem. Because I never hear you say, God, they kill you for road. You not say why God, you not blame God. You even thank God. Say that person, they go heaven. But the person you blame is the government. Yet you cannot account, you cannot even give the government the support you need. This is how much government has failed us in that. In Nigeria is enormous. Now, people were crossing because of trust. They kill one another. The Hausa man, the poor Hausa man, get mama, get papa. He get feelings. He's a poor boy crossing road. He might be. He must have been. You see, when you see people like the shite now, that man when he sit down for motor, when they sit outside they cover up. That man is only gaining this ground because of the economy of the country. If the country is in a good shape, the police are working. Who born you? In fact, people will not follow you. In fact, Nigerians will not go to church in numbers tomorrow if the economy is okay. Mona, quote me. If Nigerian economy is good, tomorrow you will not be in that church. People for the groove. On Sunday, they for the groove. Come to here now, whether we will go church like that on Sunday. We know they go. Because now there's no hope. The only hope you're hoping on God. So, you see, that's why in those days, when all those Jamaican people say, get up, stand up for your right. Foolish man, don't tell me heaven is under the earth. When I die, when I don't go to another heaven day. Now, people they heaven. Tinubu is in heaven. If Tinubu want 21 virgin, he get her today. 21 virgin, he dey get her. You won't die first before you get your own. go and practice that your stupid boss. Tinubu they get 21 virgin every day. Every day. Now Baba dey tire. But you go die before you get 21 virgin. Who be fool? I beg you. Now, all those pastors, when I see the shoes of Nigerian pastors, you they see the quality of shoes when Nigerian pastors they wear. See the suit. Tony Montana said they want to spend my $800 suit. See the clothes when the pastor go there line up tomorrow. Where your home? Don't fool me. You see the problem? The government has disappointed or has failed us so much that we are not disoriented. We are not really into religion. We kill each other. We blame one another. I can see the passion when we talk about the outside. They were crossing road. You are all victims. Victims. We are confused. We are lost. I'm sorry, but that is the truth. If Nigeria economy were okay, a child that would have finished school. In fact, it's a sin in the UK for your child not to go to school. It's a sin. You go to prison. Now, this is it. If my son doesn't go to school on Monday, Tuesday, they will be at my door.
Instead of educating people on how to be better in future, we now gather small children and be teaching them about how my religion should be the best, how your own should not be.
Not only Islam, not only Islam.
That's what I'm saying. At this younger age, now you're inculcating that hatred in them at a younger age.
At a younger age, I was with my own somebody I love, I respect. He tell me say all Muslims they go to hell. That is the beginning of it. When you don't believe say all Muslims they go to hell, now only Christians will go to heaven. Thank God say within the same Christian, una no agree. They say Catholic self no they read the Bible. So Mona start within the same church. I believe whether be your denomination. Make we leave Islam. Make we deal with Christianity, whether we they agree. What is wrong with us? We are confused right now. If you look at
sometimes they say religion is an opium. Sometimes when the government fails you, you take solace in religion and console yourself. That is
you take your drug, you go and rest. You understand? It be like in those days when they retrench women workers, they go give their women belly. Everybody where you go, the women just they carry people belly because not you retrench them. They go there with their wife, so they go do their face. Every woman were pregnant. You understand? Even the man go work, you don't get time to do that rubbish. There were less pregnancy issue until the government retrenched them. When government retrenched people, women were pregnant. What is the cause? Now God. So God not give the women blessings. Now when government retrenched them, now the women take time. So Nigeria lacks social scientists.
Yes.
We need somebody who can teach us the fabric of a society. We lack it. You see, like I said tomorrow now, no verse. Yesterday, you know me go mosque. Yesterday, we take solace in the mosque. That's why you see people line up for road. That Baba sit down for inside motor. They keep killing, doesn't matter. Police come out, they blame them. These are victims of a system that is failed, that has failed. And tomorrow, I know Evelyn, before I go call Evelyn tomorrow now, when I call, I'll somebody in church. I have to calculate the time. I know when they come.
It's not bad to attend church.
No, this one.
That's where we get our comfort from.
Yes, I hear. Maybe when I started this show, I saw the sound. I know I was going to address it at the end. Our problem to be Kampolo collecting 4 billion a month. Not be church tomorrow. Go and ask where the 4 billion is so that you have food.
Can we fight him? Yes. It's not that he's advising me now to be careful. Can we fight him? And let's go to the church. One that we know that when we go there, we are safe.
You know the funniest thing? Now, even the church is not safe because, say, the next people, they don't even like church again. That same mumu when he carry this, he go meet God. He say on New Year day, he say he go talk to God. That pastor for na Delta man. Wait, Benjamin one. He go up, he go meet God. And God come dey talk to am. He come dey tell am, say your son talk, your servant is listening. God come dey talk to the mumu. For this country, we have no arrest am.
We have many content creators now.
All that work for them.
And it is. We have so many content creators now. This social media, whether you like it or not, everybody wants to get money.
So maybe they are content creator that pastor be. Wait. Tomorrow, when we take one thing, when they come on tomorrow, look at the quality of shoes your pastors are wearing. I bet if you go to church tomorrow, look at their shoes. Because that's when you know a man.
They wear good shoes now. Our God is not a poor God. So why should we be in a
so your God not poor, but your country not poor God. Your country not poor nation. Your country not poor God. You don't add up.
The man of God wear a tata shoe or clothes.
No, the man of God, I like that. So now government will come here.
How do you believe that? How do you believe that God will bless you? Hearing it from the mouth of a servant like that with tata shoe and looking all wrong.
We got problem. I swear.
And the church does not put a gun to anyone's head.
I rest my case. No.
You have made your point.
You willingly give because you believe. You are not forced to give in the house of God.
You have made your point.
The thing is that let's just have a peaceful mind towards worship, because the thing is, both these men of God are fighting themselves. They are fighting themselves. They are not even.
Maybe start changing. Maybe sometimes they talk through. Maybe give her to them.
No, that's the truth. Because
the Catholic and the other Pentecostal, if you see what they say, because I go to Catholic church when I'm happy. If you see what they tell us, I go to Catholic.
But we that are worshiping, let's worship.
To Catholic church.
They don't like themselves.
The same Christ. We call him Jesus Christ. In fact, it was the Catholic that brought the Jesus Christ to you. You don't know and pass them. So then they know they worship God. Then they worship Mary, then they worship evil. The same people that brought it to. You see, when Desmond Tutu said, when the white people came, we had the land and they had the Bible. When they say close our eyes, before we open our eyes, Bible don't take our hand, we don't take land. See what Evelyn is saying. As intelligent as she is, as objective as she can be, Mary can be very objective. She has been with me here for some time. Mary simply say, "Now man of God go wear better shoe." What if fella talk in those days? He say, "Make you go." Say, "Now man of God, now they eat better food." Now imam na bishop, now they get the best house. My people, where are they?
I thought there was a time you said the other pastor you were supporting that said we should not be paying tithes. It's not by force. He started complaining again. The thing is, I don't know how you expect them to fund the church.
I know people are not funding the church. I'm quiet. I am only saying that by the time you think government is not important, only church is important. And not out of that. And only mosque important. Now the church and the mosque is the problem we have now because you're killing each other.
But now,
people will say one thing, they go say that Muslim.
But have you seen the politics of Nigeria? Is it not worrisome? It's not for worry. Politics of Nigeria is worrisome.
Tinubu is only able to win this election because he gets some Islamic background. They will accept us more. You understand? Let's deal with this. You understand? The military wanted the Obasanjo, he go hide small. No, listen, Nigerians. We're not voting for the person that we need. We're voting for the person that is close to our religion.
Anyway, your friend does not know yet. I think he said does not know yet. Election. I don't know who he wants to keep in suspense.
Yes.
Let him come and be telling us that
When
he does not know yet. How can he not know by now? How can Atiku say he does not know yet? If you contest.
Atiku? That one.
You should know. No, you should know. Let him know now.
If anything happen to Nigeria, anything that has happened well in Nigeria is Atiku not becoming president. That one. Not be from fire pan to fire. Tinubu better pass Atiku. What they talk? No, Atiku. Obasanjo say, not be me talk about, now your president, now your...
Allegedly.
He said the money where you thief. Atiko, ask Baba. Baba, you say Baba not get any, you not get fear. Obasanjo get your time. But the money went that one thief. He said, don't Baba the top. He said the money went Atiko thief. Eh? Don't say, I never leave you alone. See, now the same man, now they come home be president. Now way and Wike first do the drama. Then Wike show up Pepe. Now the same thing when Wike they do now Wike they destroy the PDP. Wike has destroyed PDP. You don't finish PDP. Now the death of PDP attributed to Wike.
Is this still with PDP?
No, he's not there. Where is he now? Which party is he? It's coming back to PDP.
Is it PDP now?
Everybody looking for APC. I mean, I'm confused though.
You never see. Tinubu wants
The day all.
But it's in the interest of Tinubu. Tinubu wants you there. Tinubu say, you stay there, win the election for me. Whether you governor be anywhere of Tinubu, not care. Tinubu is a selfish politician to the core. Baba Atoka. You don't care what happened to the president, provided you win presidency. The man is desperate and is still desperate now. And you're manifesting it in every second. With a Wike come, they play the game with that. Wike, by the time Tinubu they come out from office, pass they go. Because don't forget that 8 years down the line, you are coming back. People know they think far. What happened if Tinubu don't lose the election or Tinubu time finish? Where will it be? Don't forget, the person you beat today, if he's there tomorrow, there's nothing God cannot do. Whether one they preach, there's nothing that God cannot do. If I say anything about the young man, that's all the child, man of God, and I genuinely call him.
Pastor Jerry Eze.
That one I have to.
You have to tell Sonny that you could please say good things about him.
I know. Now money that he said, I say, Mary, Mona let me talk. I'm the old man. I see her for London buses, Pastor Jerry. I say, you don't read London bus? In fact, Nigeria will get wahala. So if he come now, they pay enter. Wait, who did this to us? Who did this?
Who they pay? Okay,
Who they prayers?
Who they pay to see the video? Who they pay to? Okay, our Nigerian footballers. If you want to go to the stadium,
now God take me, not be these people.
Daddy Chris, going to watch footballers in the stadium, is it free? Do you enter there for free? Not to pay.
How will they build the church, maintain the church?
I like Evelyn. Evelyn don't want to talk today, but now that matter of church, that is striking me.
Yes, sir. If you can enter the club, you pay tickets. Why would you pay to enter?
Benjamin, at the end of this speech, so that I can bring the matter of this church back. You know why this church is a problem, or the mosque is a problem to us? The killing that happened in that program, if I tell you, is as deep down. When you see an outside man, he's a Muslim. When they see a normal man from the south, he's a Christian. That deep hatred, which is not even in Islam, neither is it in Christianity. There's nowhere Christianity asks you to hate somebody. There's nowhere Islam asks you to hate. Nowhere.
Yeah, it preaches peace. That's the truth. It preaches peace. I think they're just
my best friends here, the ones I dealt with, are Muslims. If you see them, you will see peace, love. Where do you get this Islam you are practicing in Nigeria? I don't know. You know, my best friend was Ahmed. Ahmed from Nigeria. He was working in the Nigerian embassy. He was my best friend. He was the person I could confide in. We were not from the same religion. It didn't touch us because we're outside the country. Nobody could get to us. What are we doing to ourselves? You are dying of hunger. You're telling this religion. Your problem is food. There's no food in the land. Address it. You see, somebody they collect 4 billion naira every month. If they sing praises to the president, that should be your concern. Not the Hausa man. The poor Hausa man is not your problem. That one is a victim like you. Hungry, they beat that one. You see, if we were living in a country where they say, if you don't go to school, you go to prison. Your parents go to prison. Because if you are going to kill people, they are not killing their parents. They're killing others. So if you have a child and the child is not in school, you should go to prison.
Mm.
And every child we train might become the next Burna Boy who will bring a lot of money to Nigeria. You never know.
I think
We don't know where they
will
born Burna Boy.
work.
But Burna Boy at this stage now, you're happy a Nigerian is performing. Is it not true?
That's true.
So a child is an asset to all of us. It should be our concern to make sure that every child born is trained in Nigeria. Because you don't know the next Burna Boy, the next whiskey. We cannot kill each other. Look at this boy. Ahmed Nusa was playing for Nigeria, making us proud on the international stage. Not be Hausa man.
That's
Yes, so
What kind of rubbish is this?
Football is one thing that unites us together, though.
Amokache was the bull. When we bring out the pride of this country. Now from my village, do not like Amokache. I love Amokache die. I'm still crying that Nigeria need this number 10. So, Coach, this is a country, is a great nation. We need to correct our problems. Our problem is not the Hausa man. Our problem is not the Yoruba man. It's not the Igbo man. It's not Islam. It's not Christianity. We are hungry. There are only two people in Nigeria, the rich and the poor. There's no Islam, no Christianity, no nothing. No Hausa, no Yoruba, nothing. There's only two people, the rich and the poor. Let's just solve their problem. So as we talk now, somebody they play get 4 billion. If they take and they play with you, for your eye, you not talk. That will not be a problem. So the next man, that Hausa man, when hungry, kill for road. Then we wait for road, we kill him. Whereas our true problem now, the people want to share with the money. 4 billion naira is being shared. Where is your home? They just share 4 billion naira maybe. Last month, too. Ask Tinubu how much they share this month. Those are our problem. Our problem not the Hausa man, not the Yoruba man. I want to say this again and again. We come from a beautiful land and we need to address that issue better. I don't think we're able to do anything today because the news on this platform today is all depressing.
Have you wished your president happy birthday? Today is the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Today is his birthday, as he marks 73rd birthday.
The one Apollo do not reach, the one when Touch do not reach. Now, when they want to make difference, they were able to spend 4 billion. You know, able to take a front page of a Punch newspaper, our national daily, the most read newspaper, like they said. You dedicate a bloody page, a front page to that rubbish.
It paid for it.
I think Punch is cashing out though. Punch is
It paid for it.
Yes, I know. You know, they know people give a back page, they give her for front.
Back.
No president.
Back. If he's back, we need news. If he's back, he will not say.
I never ever seen that kind of thing before. I swear. They don't put any other thing. There was some.
Yes, Tompolo at the down part of the paper. Tompolo is not there.
And because you know that they just exchanged 4 billion. And look at the drama. The same as Punch saw that what is happening with Fobara, that the wife is crying. At least Channel was able to do something. Where is Punch? Punch was more comfortable with
Punch. No. Instead, they replaced it with Annie Dibia's story that she returned back to Instagram after her husband went to start following another senator, Natasha of Edo State. That was not that Punch replaced the story. They let
another Natasha.
You also saw with Ned now.
Benjamin.
Yes. Yes.
That Natasha went there with you because that one Natasha there with you there. And then I said,
Two-Face did you want to go and start following another Natasha in Edo State?
Another Natasha in Edo State.
Yes.
Two-Face in the House of Assembly in Edo State.
If I say any woman, if I get daughter, I go name her Natasha.
And now coming to announce he wants to divorce his well-known wife, Annie. Imagine this life.
Never divorce her.
No other Natasha.
They are still in process. I say I can Two-Face mother, a whole grown man like Two-Face mother is coming out on social media to lament that they are looking for Two-Face. Somebody that has been going to different shopping with his new babe Natasha.
You don't see the video when I shared that day. You get one video when I shared when the man just receive pension money, they call they look for the man missing man. He lost. The man lost. Now that kind of touch when they do that so. Now they take the man.
I say, Punch will leave serious national issue. Serious national issue that is bothering on the people. Punch will leave it.
Thank you. You see, we sometimes we wonder where our problem is. You understand? If we the press cannot really sensitize the people, we don't say go out to fight. But it's a very simple national issue. It's our problem, the typical Hausa man. Is it the Yoruba man? Is it the Igbo man? The answer is no. We are living in a beautiful land. The question I always say to those of us in the East, Southeast, the way we fight the federal government, Mona try correct my state. The money comes to your state every month. What have they done with it? I don't talk about federal government. You see me, I talk about Oboriwo. Oboriwo, what have you done with our money? Let's start from there. You understand? If federal government don't exist, can't we exist? If Igbo people, Mona forget, thank God say God give una talent. Build your land. There's a way you can live. Ignore Nigeria. In fact, the new language should be ignore Nigeria. Ignore Nigeria in a positive way. Build your land. Build the Igbo land. Bring businesses. Begin to grow lives. All these things are rubbish. You're going to take me to war? Which war? Everybody, you are all fighting for one thing. Oil. Everybody fighting is looking for oil. Tinubu, if not be oil, Tinubu not go. Make something rich oil, make you see what it go happen. You don't hear when Nigerian government react if not be oil matter. What it concern?
I like River State is always at the top. You always see River State.
I tell Oboriwori not know. Delta and River have been strategic to Federal Republic of Nigeria. They should be clever. Delta, you see what they did there? When Odili was there, Abori wants stress muscle, they can't stress more muscle. If they come together, this region, they will shake Nigeria down. When Odili was leading them, we were speaking with one voice. Obasanjo was worried. He pursued them. Now, they already divided. They don't carry one mumu. Could you believe go Abuja? Oh, we cannot tell us how much of our money when they come. We can love us well. How much is coming to River State? Okay, the money in Rivers, what have you done with it? If Nigeria don't exist today, Rivers is rich enough. The money coming to River State is rich enough to empower every child in River State. What has wrong? Where is the money? Don't tell us about one program.
Roads and bridges.
Bridges, yes. No, the same thing is doing that. See, sometimes the distraction is so much. It's so much that we are confused. We are so confused. They distract us now with religion. Religion is the biggest victim. The two most peaceful religion on earth is torn. It's what Israel and Palestinians are doing. Sometimes when they bring the matter to me, I just laugh. You are children of the same father. There's no case. Get out of my side. I say it every day. Where is Abraham? Will Abraham be happy with what's going on? Because you're children of the same father. You're killing each other today. Will the man be happy? Yeah, tell me, oh, they don't do this, they don't do that. You are killing your brother. Come on, man. Come on. You see, this is how we must think beyond the surface. Islam and Christianity are love, peaceful. You bring them to your land. You get people actually doing things because of the love of God. That is one thing I said in Nigeria. Religion has helped us to put things in order. If Nigerians were not religious, where would they? For the very wicked people. So the religion is there to help, not to be turned to the other way. The politicians have turned it the other way around. And until people like Benjamin actually begin to stand up and say, no, God is God. God is love. And God is good. G-O-O-D. Add one O, you go become good. When you add another O to God, it becomes good. And English is very clear. Evil, devil. Who did? It's not so difficult, my brother. You understand? So there's no two ways about it. There's no two. Define it with evil and good. God is never evil. So God is not telling you to go and kill. It's not God. It's not God. It's not the God I know. God did not order Israel to go and kill people. He did not order Palestine to go and kill people. He didn't tell you Hausa man to go and kill the Yoruba man to go and kill Hausa man. It's not God. God, look at where you got that from. God does not order killing. Not be God when I know. When I go look for where that God come from. Even when you go to church on Sunday night, they're going to tell you, oh, don't mind the Muslims. Oh, yes, of course. We forget that. Jesus Christ was accommodating everybody. Muhammad accommodated everyone. I say it again and again. Had Jesus and Muhammad met on earth, they were friends. Had Jesus and Muhammad met on earth, they preached the same thing because they were talking about one God. We have not seen the God when they preach it. Yeah, they. Even Jesus Christ said, in my father's house there are many gates. Yes. Not in the same Bible. It says our own Babanico, we don't forget about African horses. They said, I was yesterday, finally somebody was telling me in the car yesterday, my was telling me, he said, you know, in the Roboland, we pray through our ancestors. They say ancestors don't get the place, but the Catholic Church, they say, St. Patrick, pray for me. St. John, pray for me. St. Jesus, pray for me. Are these people not dead? Are they not ancestors?
Oh.
Another ancestor will pray for you. Your ancestors not pray for you. Your own mama, papa, when he born you, he not will pray for you. Now another one, may God help us. That's where I end the case. If I talk like this, I will talk too much. Man, shut up.
Amen. No.
May Jesus help us.
Amen. No.
Anyway, that's where we're going to try and call the show to get to an end of it. Thank you guys for
yes, sir.
It's a beautiful week. It's end of the month. I know a few days now they will say happy new month again because you guys are celebrating. Happy weekend. I'm going to start the show. So please, Nigeria, let's celebrate. The celebration is a good thing. You understand? Nigerians were known for love, and if we bring that love in us, and we really learn to address our core problem, which is the mismanagement of our resources, and we choose to work together to build a better government. In fact, sometimes it's not only the government. We all need to make a conscious decision to build a government, and that government will work for every one of us. I always compare to the UK. You understand? There is no room for a child not to go to school in the UK. That is why there can never be that much level of crime in the UK. Because if you see the people, they just kidnap. People carrying gun like that, look at them. They lack education, one. And look at the means of transport. Now trailer. Maybe you want to enter trailer, they travel go north. So look at the people we are talking about. They are disoriented. They are the abandoned people in society. They are lost. A child, wicked son not going to ever enter that road.
Yeah.
Abasha's son not going to enter that road. Who are the victims here?
The poor masses.
Thank you.
The system.
Thank you very much. So if we can address our problem for what it is, I'm sure we'll get a solution to our problem. That's what we'll end it today. I want to wish you guys happy weekend, like we just like it.
Happy weekend.
Nigeria is very best. I know we'll get there. Nigeria will take us to where we're going. Thank you very much, guys. I'll see you guys on Monday. God bless you and have a beautiful weekend.
God bless.
Thanks. Bye.
Nigeria Week London 2025. It's time to celebrate the pulse of Africa's most exciting nation. Nigeria Week London 2025 is coming to Hippodrome Theatre from July 24th to 26, 2025, showcasing the best in Nigerian arts, music, fashion, and investment opportunities. Whether you're looking to discover the future of real estate, explore Nigeria's culinary masterpieces, or get immersed in an electric Afrobeat performance, this is the event of the year. You can also join us for a film festival, cultural dance spectacles, and the recognition awards. Don't miss out on the business opportunities and cultural experiences waiting for you. Book your tickets now before they're gone on eventbrite.co.uk. call or text +447 438 893 190 or 080 330 46768 or +447 459 071 747. Visit our website superiorradioandtelevision.com. Nigeria Week London 2025. Nigeria Week London 2025, celebrating the best of Nigeria, is partnered with Civil Society, scaling up nutrition in Nigeria.
SRTV. Innovative content.